From the Royal Johannesburg and Kensington Golf Course. And of course, as you mentioned, Leanne, we're here to honor and celebrate one of South Africa's giants, one of the greats and often unsung hero, Dr. Andrew Mlangeni. You'll remember that, of course, he was one of the Robben Island prisoners. He was a struggle veteran. And of course, he was one of the Rivonia Trialists. He's here today for the Dr. Andrew Mlangeni Golf Day and the Honor Program. Doctor, a very good morning to you once again. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Ayanda.
We had spoke a little bit earlier about the evolution of your relationship with golf. Growing up at the age of 12, you had to work as a caddy after school after the passing of your father to help fend for your family. Over the years, a lot of blood, sweat and tears during the struggle. Today, we're seeing the Department of Sports and Recreation honoring you for the 4th year now in this fashion. How does that make you feel?
Oh, I'm humbled, but I feel very great that the Department for Sports and Recreation, under the leadership of Fikile Mbalula, once more has decided to honor me. I don't think I deserve to be honored. It's a contribution I think I'm making to the game of golf. You're correctly right in saying that I became a caddy at the age of 12 in 1937. I caddied first in Bethlehem in the Free State, and later the same year at Crown Mines. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm playing golf at Bethlehem Golf Course. There are some people who are organizing a golf day there in aid of disabled children. I'm sorry about it, disabled children. And I've been asked to go and participate in it. I feel very great even to go back to Bethlehem to go and play again. Today, Mbalula is honoring me once more. He's making me feel big and great. I'm thankful for that.
And take it from me, you deserve it, and every single accolade that comes your way. When you look around and you see some of the young South Africans who've come out today who are benefiting from this golf day in terms of development, I'm seeing young girls and young boys from previously disadvantaged backgrounds, many of them from township schools, and are getting training and development in this so-called rich man's game. How does that make you feel to see that it's being passed on and other people are benefiting from this day?
I feel great about it. You know, in the past we used to say this is a bourgeois game, a game only played by capitalist people who have money. But that is not the position today. There are a great number of boys, young boys and girls, especially from Soweto, who are being coached how to play, taught how to play golf. And it makes me feel big and happy and proud that our young boys and girls have taken up this game. You can see the NLCs and the Tiger Woods started at a very, very tender age, very young. And to see our boys starting at this early age makes me feel very, very proud. I'm sure that if they continue to play this game, they will reach the standard that any else and Tiger Woods reached.
Indeed, and so your legacy lives on way past the struggle indeed, and I'm sure these youngsters are going to make us proud. It's perhaps a little too late for me to start learning how to play golf, but I'm sure one or two of these youngsters can teach me a thing or two. You've promised also to teach me how to play golf, and I'm sure the minister, who's also been, showing off his skills, I must tell you, he's been trying to make me look bad here with his swing. Minister Fikile Mbalula, the Minister in the Department of Sports and Recreation, thank you so very much for joining us. Why did you choose to participate in this initiative? I know that Dr. Andrew Mlangeni has started a number of years ago on his birthday, on the 6th of June. He would have a golf day. You decided to get involved about 4 years ago. Why?
Well, the reason is simple, is that, Tatu Mlangeni is a household name, and is one of the people who play golf, even today, and is one of our stalwarts. And it is important that an initiative like this that seeks to develop golf and take it to a higher level, that we name it after him. and he's still alive and he still play golf. And we've got an Mlangeni chapter. You see the kids that we support in the Soweto golf development, which in itself requires development. And when we get more resources for funding, we'll be able to basically also invest in those. But Mlangeni Green Jacket is important. It actually honors yesteryear stalwarts of sport, people that we never knew about, that were actually there doing it for South Africa, but because of apartheid, they were deprived. So we need to tell the story, continue to tell the story, never tire to tell it, because that's how future generations are going to learn, because the future is not in the distant horizon, is what we are plowing today. And in that future, we can't miss the step about educating.
Talking about the future, we're surrounded by youngsters, as I said to Dr. Mlangeni as well, who are learning the craft and the art and the game of golf. But also, when we take a look at sport holistically, it has a power to transform societies for the better. It has the power to mitigate when it comes to social ills. Now we are observing 16 days for no violence against women and children. Speak to us about this initiative and perhaps others that you will be taking part in that hope to bridge that gap and educate South Africans to make sure that we look after the most vulnerable in our society.
The social fiber of society need to be not constructed at all time, and we need to start to invest in young people, particularly youth at a tender age, like Ntate Mlangeni was saying, especially golf. It's a very difficult sport. To the disadvantage is worse. These boys don't have an opportunity to come to the course like this. It's very expensive. But look at that in our surrounding, there is an abundance of these courses in and around. So where do you start to talk about development? When do you start to talk about transformation in golf? When young people don't have opportunities to basically play this golf that they so much love. So this is our own contribution. It's our job to drive development. It's government's job, and that is where we invest in. So a chapter like this one, encouraging young people, and even at this young and tender age, to play golf but to be trained. We've got a strong partnership now with PGA, which basically train these youngsters. And as part of this event, annually, this is what happens. They are going to start now in the morning, and then the older people, amateurs, I'm a professional, will come later to come and play and to grace this occasion. And I think it's very much important in the work that we seek to do to close the gap. 16 days of activism should be 16 days, 365 days. 1 week or a month, it's simply to elevate the campaign. We must not tire. It's like saying HIV/AIDS 1st of December. But fight against AIDS is every day. 16 days is to elevate the campaign, but fight against, violence against women and children is every day.
We'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much. As he's mentioned, the amateurs will be playing up first. Those youngsters over there, although they look like they're fast on their way to being professionals, they're going to get some development training from the pros, such as the minister himself, Usfageli Pressure Minister Fikile Mbalula. You'll have to teach me a thing or two. You've got the glove and everything. Okay, I'm going to have to leave it there and quickly learn a thing or two. I've got the shoes so far, but let's see if I can get the swing. Leave it there for now. Back to you in studio.